Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, episode 189. This video was originally streamed live on YouTube on June 29th, 2025. I hope you enjoy the video. Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, where we just had like the first chore stream in quite a while, and all we did was make lanterns. We had 30 lanterns. We still have 57 sheets of gold leaf. So whenever we get around to making more candles and getting more lead for the chacos, then we can make more. But this should do us for a reasonably long while. I think currently we have about 50 lanterns placed in total. So 40. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 by 7 is 28. So we'll need 28 more for the exterior lighting here. That leaves a whopping 12 inside. We'll need more. We'll need more. Oh no, Udama Katsun has to go. So sorry to see you go, but hope to see you again next week. And maybe you'll catch the either the VOD or the episodes. So today's stream is going to be a building focused one. We might have to take a brief break to get us some more of the giant stone slabs of sandstone, because we have 3. How much do we have left in this guy? About half, so 2.5. And we have a bit of brick to work with, not a ton, but enough to get started. And what I want to do today, as the sun rises here, is I want to finish out the stairs design over here. I'm pretty happy with this, but I'm not quite 100%, and I think I know what I want to do to bring it to where I want to see it. One is maybe we'll put in some kind of floor here so we don't fall. So what I want to do here is I don't like how this kind of goes like up to a real sudden square ledge here and then goes out. And I think the way to get around that is to either, or maybe even both, either or both, bring this sort of landing down maybe a full block, and then possibly do sort of like a sweeping staircase where it's, now maybe I'll show you in a bit, but so we'll do a few full steps here, but then it sort of levels and flattens out with some slabs here. So it'll come out a little farther, and that way it won't be like I can't see anything up here. One, it'll be a block, maybe even 2 blocks lower, and so you won't have this sort of visual sort of line right there. I don't really like that too much. And the second thing is we're gonna have this weird awkward space here where, like, you know, if we were Aladdin, we could just jump across because we're gonna go steal some bread. But I think what I'm gonna do here is I want to bring this wall down and just sort of have it cut this off. We only have a 1 block? Yeah. Let's just bring this down. We'll cut this off. We'll give this a bit of a roof right in here. That'll give us a chance to sort of claw back some of these resources, which isn't much, but, you know, at least we can place 10 more blocks then. And then it'll also give us, more importantly, some more real estate to bring the staircase out 1 more block, make it a little bit more majestic, and give us maybe a little more room either for interior here or at least for walking space, because this feels cramped. Going from here up to here, it's a little bit cramped. So having 1 more block out, I think could help with that. So let's go try that. Let's just mess around. We're going to mess around. I have no plan after I just detailed my plan. I think this should be plenty for goofing around with. What did one plate say? The other plate, dinner is on me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hello, Jesus Naya. Or Jesus Naya. Putting this on to fall asleep to. Hey, awesome. Hey, Wobbly Boost. Hooray, you finally catch a live since your paternity leave break. Ah, yes. Welcome back. To me? Hey, Sidicius. Oh, Hein Grunewald with ZAR 35. Hey, thank you so much. Thanks for the support. All right, yeah, let's do... I want to bring this down. Definitely. So let's pick these back up. And I guess we're going to do some of this too. Welcome back, us. Yeah, probably boost. And I think I'm going to grab my shovel. There it is. I think it's been a while since we got to start by actually building again. we're often so caught up in catching up with either adventuring or gathering materials. We don't get much of a chance to actually do a full building session these days. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this for one, certainly. It does make it 4 blocks wide, which is kind of nice. We'd have 4, 4, and 4. That might be okay. That might make this feel a little bit small, but we can always, you know, play with it and find out. I think what we'll do here, since I'm going up one more block. I'm going out 1 block and down a block. I'm going to bring this out and then not start the curve until here-ish. And maybe... No, we're actually going to bring this down 1 more block straight out. Methinks. Me reconsidering. Me Cookie Monster. So it comes out. And this would then... This comes out no matter what. So we could start the swoop there. The swoop, the curve. Words, man, words. Yeah, I think we can do that. Start the curve there. That's 1 more block out. Off topic. You an off topic question, Hein? Tips on backing up saved games. So, the game actually has some built-in commands for that. Now, granted, you want to make sure you back up to other locations, but you can do a /autosave now. Oops, autosave now. And that will force a save on your world. And that's pretty quick. Then you can do a gen backup, which I'm not going to do. I do that after every stream. But hit enter here, and it'll take 10 seconds to a minute, depending on your game's, your world size, and what kind of hard drive or SSD that you have. Now that will generate a backup in a folder called backups. It's in your app data, vintage story data backups folder. You want to copy that somewhere, whether it's to OneDrive or to an external hard drive or to your personal server in Switzerland. That's what you want to do with that. You don't want to have all your backups in one location, like on your one hard drive, because if that drive goes, well, no more backups. All right, so hope that helped with your backup situation there. I am indeed thinking that we are going to want to bring this down just out here like this, 1 last block. And then here, we actually start the curve. Let's just do one side first and then see how that works. So we got that, and we got this. And then we can bring this sort of down 1 more. So we'll swoop this in. Swoop. I keep using that word. You keep using that word. It does mean what I think it means, right? And then this would become, I think, this would be not quite the next step, I don't think. I lied to you. I think it would be. No, it wouldn't be. I'm going to do this. And then we would bust up this here. And we're across that. And then we get rid of this guy. Gives us room for this. And this. And then we would have basically, not that. We'd have this right here, and this would be the full block down that I was talking about. So a bit like that. How's that look from here? Yeah, so once you get to the stairs, it's a little more, you know, it's a little harsher there. Those lines sort of line up. But when you're farther back, you can see it. And if the stairs start coming out to, say, here, then as we get closer, we will rise up to meet that horizon line. So let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl. Let's, I do want to bring this out by another block. I'm going to have a bit of a walkway here. And actually, this works well, because I did want to have a bit of like a little garden wall here, so we don't just walk into the garden. So I think having a little bit of extra space right here is going to be perfect. So let me have this come out here, like so. Technically, a swoop is a vertical direction change, and swerve is a horizontal one. Really? Is that like the... That reminds me of the terms for acceleration, like different levels of acceleration. Acceleration is change in velocity. Jerk is change in acceleration, and then there's like several different levels above that are already defined. Alright, so I'm going to take this down. I feel like maybe just the top two are going to be the full stair blocks. I feel like we might need to get pretty swoopy in this case for the rest of it. And what I might also do is, since I was discussing maybe having like a sort of secret hidden entrance back here, maybe the stairs will also sort of open up out here by like out to cover up the gravel. So there's just a little bit of a walkway back this way. We can sneak a door like right in here. Let's see how this works out. Oh. Ugh. Okay. Dislike. I would kind of rather have... I guess I can't really get away from that, actually. Unless I bring this, you know, the first step down by a half block, which I could do. Let's try this first and see how it looks. Whoops. Not like that. So the plan here that I was mentioning is to do something like this, where you have a bit of a longer staircase. Like so. So that as the horizons here meet, as these sort of lines meet, we start ascending, so we never actually lose sight of the top. And maybe, why don't we just ditch these stairs altogether? We'll just make a nice long curving, or a nice long gentle staircase. It'll start here-ish. That gives an even better view of the top and some of the garden stuff the whole way up. How many floors will the temple structure be? I'm thinking only like 2 or 3. One, because there just isn't that much stuff to put in there. And 2, it's a temple. So I want to have like big, you know, big tall ceilings so that our voices and our chanters can echo through every chamber. So it's going to be like, well, the interior of this level will be 2 or 3 sort of stories. And it might not even be the same throughout, because here we have this huge dock area. So this might be one floor there, might be a second floor here, and then like around the edges in these sort of leaf or petal areas, we'd have a third floor right up here, with like a gallery style, like a gallery style walkway all the way around, so you can just walk in a circle and see the whole temple from, you know, one layer here. That'd be really cool. And then once we get to the tower, which I might start laying at least the basic foundation for the tower up here today. The tower is going to be, oh, I don't know, between 4 and 6 levels tall. But again, each level is going to be like as tall as the temple currently is. So tall, but limited floor space. Right. That. Okay. Does Swoopy going to include Chisley by default? Not necessarily. I do want to get rid of that. Let's get rid of these guys too. Not really necessary. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to chisel like tons of the stairs if I can avoid it. 1 for performance reasons and 2 for carpal tunnel reasons. But also, I have found, in general, that you want to find the places that you want to chisel, and focus on them. Like I don't want to draw eyes to the staircase. I want people to look over here at this cool stuff. If things get too noisy, too like beautiful and crazy all throughout, you can kind of lose some of the direction, I find, in terms of like guiding someone's eyes as they view the piece. Hey there, Rob Schwab Random. Kura is indeed streaming. I had someone call me Curry last stream. Like, where'd that come from? Hey, Jonathan Lamson. Jerk is the derivative of acceleration. You're using words that I can pronounce, and that's about as far as I go with them. I never got through. I never even got to calculus in school. I think calculus is just black magic. That's all there is to it. It's black magic. Get you burned at the stake. I hungry? Yeah, I was hungry, wasn't I? Alright, so then we got this guy here. Yeah, I think I like that more. A nice gentle staircase the whole way up. Without any crazy changes in jerk or acceleration, whichever. So what I think I'm going to do is then here, we'll bring this out like this. And then we'll have some kind of, we want to figure out what kind of wall topper we want to have. So when I say that, what I mean is we're going to have a kind of wall here to keep people from just, running off the edge of the staircase all the time. And I want to figure out what we're going to do. Whoop. There we go. What we're going to do, design-wise here, we could certainly put some, either some acacia or probably some polished, well, no, if we do the polished bauxite, we'll end up with a stripe down the middle if we do slabs. Good question, me. You like the slab stairs? Good, I do too. I think I'm going to keep them. So let's go ahead and we're going to bring this out by a block then. We're going to... here we go. I was going to say get more of these, but we have just enough, I think. We're close to it. So we had this, and then this came down here. We got rid of this guy. We had 3 layers of just 4 the whole way across. Okay. And then we have this layer, which came out to here just the same, but then came to here and then popped out one to start the curve, or the swoop, as it were, as I keep calling it. No, I did that wrong. Entirely wrong. I forgot the coming down part. That is necessary. Hey there, Drifter Hater Club. Welcome. Boop. And Ryan Richardson is here. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. And then we have this guy going in here. What do I want to do? Do I want to do anything here? I still feel like this connection here is a bit small. So what I might do... Yeah, let's do this. We'll bring the stairs out by a block here, just like downstairs. And then we'll bring this sort of landing out like this. Just one more block to give us a bit more room to get onto the step without feeling like we're going to be crushed up against the railing. The very fancy railing. And then here, I wanted to do a bit of a wall here, like so. Maybe even. Call me. Oh. Yes. That's what I meant. The whole time. Maybe even. Do we do this here? Where's that? Take a look. Here. It looks fine. It all looks blocky. I can't tell. It looks fine. That way we have a little bit of a garden wall here. People won't just dive in. I wonder if the platform's high enough to get a temp drop for temper crops. Probably not quite. It's still, what, 37.2 degrees here. So a little toasty for temperate. I mean, some of them can go up to 40 degrees Celsius, even like, I want to say flax can. But I do want to have... Didn't hear a pickup sound for that one. I do want to have in the central tower, I want to have like little farms up there. So try to think of like what I want to put on these as for like for caps. Haven't decided yet. Let's bring this up. Ah, okay. So that goes up to there. What did I do wrong here? Oh, I didn't put a block there. Okay. It does make sense for this to have a block there, like that. You see blocks while we boost? No way, not in this game. Flower pots on here. I could see that. Maybe not like on every one of these. One, because they're going to be alternating in height. So full block, half block. And you can't put flower pots in half blocks. They'll float. Or they'll fall. I don't know which. Let's get a few more regular blocks and just build out the sort of wall here. We'll also do a little bit of tearing down of stuff here and just sort of fill this in. This will just be sandstone blocks. Let's go get some of those. Weed Barker says, you studied mechanical engineering in the early 80s. You had 4 years of calculus and solution of partial differential equations. This is why you should have been an English major, like me. Perfect solution. You could have read till your eyes bled. So we can certainly do alternating flower pots, but the question still becomes, what do we put on as the top block? Because right now it lacks definition. I want to put something on. I don't feel like wood is the solution. I'm a little leery of doing like slabs of. Although didn't we find that one of the mods fixed the slabs? There's not like a a butt crack down the middle of the slab. Sorry, but that's what it is. And it's what it looks like. It looks as attractive as having a plumber's crack right there. I also think we're going to want to have this come in by a block, have a bit of overhang. That will just look better in general. Overhangs always look better. Trust me, I'm a doctor. I'm the doctoriest doctor. So we'll do this. A bit like that. And then we can just fill in some dirt here. And actually, we can probably recoup some of this material. Because I'm going to want to grab as much of this gravel as we can. Because this stuff goes fast. This stuff goes so fast. And it doesn't make sense for us to keep the gravel back here. One, because it won't be very visible. And two, like, it's not part of the main road. This is not supposed to be, like, thoroughfare. This is, like, Secret Service entrance. Not Secret Service entrance, but you know what I mean. Just stuff some dirt in there. Problem solved. And dirt goes under here. And we are going to fill most of this in, because if we don't, we could end up with things spawning in there. So we'll be putting some junk blocks in there. Something renewable. Well, or at least easily obtainable. Dirt or wood will fit in there just fine. Hey there, P-Complex. Welcome. You just found this game in my tutorial series. Hey, awesome. Well, welcome to Vintage Story. Hope you enjoy your stay. Watch out for the bears and the wolves. They're everywhere. Dirt go burr. And dirt go burr. Boop. Okay. So then we continue with the theme of a bit of an overhang. Like so. We'll put a little more dirt there. Then last bit of overhang right here goes there. Bit more dirt. And then we have to bring the overhang in, which also requires, get rid of that. I'm going to grab that. Fit you up there. I guess for now I'll put some dirt here, but this might end up being about where the door goes. Well, the door might fit best like right here. Be super hidden from the exterior. Yeah, I think we will. This will be about where the door goes. Yeah, actually. So you'll really never see it from here. Like, you won't, unless you're like walking here, like, what's over here? There's a door. And Angie Lady is here. Hey, good to see you. And Mia Sashimia, welcome, welcome. You were really humbled when you saw I had a functional house going by episode 2. Well, so one, there is a bit of experience in there, but two, also the magic of editing. I think there was a reasonable extra day or so. You have to look at the dates in game, but you know, I can spend time doing things and cut them out during editing. But that might have been a day 2 house. I don't recall. We also have the advantage of ruins there, and that was in 1.18, where the time to break cobblestone by hand was half of what it is now. So it was a lot more feasible to just bust things up by hand like that. So we're going to cut a hole right here. We'll even get crazy and put a door in this time around. some dirt right there. Yeah, and then maybe like, let's see, where do I want to start the wall? I guess just like right here, where this ends, this is going to become our new wall location, which means we're going to then grab this stuff off of here. And we'll just leave that stone in place there for now. It's fine. And we'll just bring this down. Oops. It's a bring, not break. So you come down here. And then that means we can bust up these two. Bye. Like that. And I'll just cover that so it won't fall down there, because I will if I don't. And like so. And let's see. What to do with this awkward space? I guess maybe for here we'll just do that. I think it, like this corner here, we'll probably turn this into something else. I just want to get some structure in place here. And maybe we'll even do something like, actually like this, where we come up partway. So, like that. And then we'll have like a slope chisel in there. That way it keeps people from wanting to just jump over here. People like me. Hey there, Joe Mega. Welcome. Hope you're well. Thanks for the stream. Hey, thanks for being here. Let's get this in place. Gotta bust you out. Boop. And then we can pop these down here. Some of this is going to get cleaned up eventually. Maybe we'll just, you know what? Actually, come to think of it, why don't we do this? That's too small to make things spawn in. Can I reach you again? I can. So we'll just do this, because half a block is safe. And then here, do something there, and we'll bust these out of here. Avoid any funky lighting issues. That should look like normal stairs. Yes, all right. This feels cozier than the other block game. I agree. I agree largely. Until the temporal storms hit, then suddenly it's chaos. But until then, yeah, I agree. Okay, so we're going to bring this out here. I feel like this is a goof. Why is this a goof? Did I bring that out one more block? I did. Okay. I think. I'll go take a look from up top. Yes, okay. So this does come out here like so. There we are. Cozy, nightmare cozy. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goesy. Everyone logs off. Alright, bit of food. Not too shabby. Had a couple calm nights. I just jinxed it, but had a couple calm nights. And I think that should give us the room here. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, it does. Okay. So that, and then you'll get knocked out. I think. Let's go see. Yeah. All right. Cool. Now in here, because I want to keep with the theme of using gravel for dirt, for growing things in, at least, for gardens. Either there's dirt underneath it, or and the gravel is just like stone mulch, or maybe we're planting stuff that likes to grow in gravel. Like fruit trees. They love gravel, don't they? So we'll do that here by using slabs to start this area. Not like that. We're going to have to get some more slabs here, too. And we're going to do a slab here. Some slabbage. Which is kind of like cabbage. And actually, I don't need this slab here at all. Oh, wait, no, I do. I want the roof. Need some roof here. So those slabs go there. We'll recoup that slab, replace these two with full blocks. But let's go, we'll go down, we'll get some more slabs, we'll get some food, we'll come back and keep working on this in just a second. So here's where we need to think about what we're doing with these slabs. So you become a full block. I guess I don't need to do a full block there. But in case it causes lighting issues, I think I will. And then we'll have this come back here a little bit. We'll sit down and we'll place these under here. Like so. And our last two slabs go in. Whoops, not like that. Like that. Alright. Alright, it's food time. And it is more slabbage time. In hot climates, gravel often uses a foot-deep cover to grow things. Yeah, exposed soil will get baked pretty hard. Pick up these two. I will admit the word slabbage is not my own creation. I got that from Mythical Sausage. From that supposed other block game that may or may not exist. I'm going to bring these. I'll make a couple doors to throw in there too. And I did want to pop some lights down. I promised lighting. Hey there, crazy watermelon. Well, lights back here is what I wanted. One there. How fares the day of the stream? The stream day fares well. That is so much better. Let's pop you out of here. I got a reasonable amount of gravel back. Let's go get some food. Oh, I also put in the final double door, finally. I forget if that was during the chores stream or last week's stream, but finally, we actually have a door there. Oh, my. That's a hitbox. All right, you do that. Oh, stop putting your arm up. Get out of here. So you can go there. I'm going to grab you. I'll grab you just to have an extra one with me. It's possible Hightail could become a game mode in here. Yeah. I saw that. Couple lanterns in where, Oak Tree? I think it might be delayed in seeing where you wanted to suggest that. Oh, it's foggy out. Can't see a darn thing. Alright, so we got the food. I guess it's back we go. No, this is fog, actually. See how there's a lantern right down there, and we can't see it? Well, right now it's fog / sandstorm, but this will happen in both dust clouds and fog clouds. As the wind force goes up and down, we get more and less visibility. There it goes. So it went from hurricane down to storm, now it's back up. That's so wild. But yeah, fog and sand / dust have both about the same effect visually. Yes, talking about Hytale, as Nimue points out, Hytale was the game Tyron worked on before Vintage Story. He worked there for a little while. I don't recall how long. And if you check out the Vintage Story Discord, Tyron put out a statement about it, basically. In short, Hytale went the way of the dinosaur. Not sure what happened there. I have not personally looked into what, if anything, they said about it. They being Hytale. But basically, their project is no more. They worked on it for like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years, something like that. Maybe longer. So I kind of sad to see that happen. But yeah, so Tyron sort of put out like a letter of condolences, and then offered any Hytale developers a chance to come over to Vintage Story and work on Vintage Story, but not necessarily the base game so much as take their talents and make a new game mode for Vintage Story that could be more Hytale-like. I'm aim at the lower portion here because there's another slab beyond this one. I don't need more blocks of the wrong color. There we go. I don't need conglomerate blocks. But I do need to figure out what I want to put on this cap. So after we get a little more space in our inventory, let's put away the wedgie and the hammer. We'll get our lantern back out here. Start making some slabs. And more blocks, honestly. Do need some more of those anyway. Okay. And slabbage. There we go. Guess I could do like something. Could have done the 5 and 5 all around, 5 full stacks, but I didn't. I got one more I can do here. That should get us the full amount. Yeah, here we go. No spare bricks. Don't need spare bricks floating around. Oh, I got 13 spare. Oh my goodness. How could I? I did this to me. Tell you what, let's go ahead and we'll make another couple stacks of this. Like so. I think we have some more ashlar lying around in a chest somewhere. We'll just make this set of 13 disappear into them. Hey, look at that. Oh, look. Perfect. 20. Look at that. We can do this. We got 8 more blocks. Yeah, that's how we do it around here. It's a pro gamer move, right? Super pro. All right. What happened is Riot Games decided to bail and cancel funding. Right now, they want to try and work somewhere else with someone else sponsoring them. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder. As I recall, they had there was some like major change that was made to Hytale, like halfway through development, where like they just completely changed the entire like design of the game. And so I'm gonna guess that might have something to do with it. Just to guess. No. Oh darn it! I don't have any spares. No, don't do it. That was close. Let's get this garden-y thing in. Let's get these into horizontal mode only. There we go. Okay. And then we can pop these down. We got a nice 4x4 garden plot. We can fit some cool stuff in here. I think one of the things we need to fit in here will be a couple of the cypress trees, the Mediterranean cypress. We do need to clean this up first, though. Well, everyone, that's going to about do it for this episode of Vintage Story Desert Life. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by leaving a like or a comment in the section below. But for now, as always, my name has been CarryOn. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.